Hey everyone, Josh here with another close-up look at a Star Wars toy. And today we're going to unbox Clone Commander Gree from the Black Series. So let's go ahead and get him out of here. But before we do, I just want to take a real quick look at the packaging. And of course he's from the red and black box line. And as you can see, he's not numbered and he was a store exclusive. I believe he was, before they closed, or closed most of their stores, he was a Toys R Us exclusive. But to be completely honest with you, I think I may have purchased him online, so I don't think I actually got him there. But according to my research, this guy was a Toys R Us exclusive. But let's go ahead and read the back of the box and the character description, and I'll go ahead and read that for you guys real quick. Clone Commander Gree, Designation 1004, led an elite corps of clone troopers during the Clone Wars. He saw deployment on such heated battlefronts as Kashyyyk. Though a faithful commander who carried out the Jedi's orders, Gree was ultimately loyal to the Republic. Alright, so that's a good description of him, and I'm pretty sure if this was the clone, and if I'm wrong about this, I apologize to the experts out there. This was the character in Revenge of the Sith that, if you remember the scene when Yoda removed the head of a clone trooper who was kind of sneaking up behind him, I believe this is who it was. It was this character. If I'm wrong about that, I apologize. But I think that's who this character is. Because that's how they referenced him being on Kashyyyk. But let's go ahead and check him out, see what he does. Whoa! Get his accessories out of here. But yeah, we've got what looks like binoculars. And then he's got the large rifle that the clone troopers carried. And then we also have the shorter blaster. And then, of course, whoa, just broke something. Uh-oh. Okay, so he does have a little antenna that fits into his backpack there. Okay, so very cool. All right, but yeah, this has got to be, personally, just me, one of my favorite trooper armors. I love the camo pattern. I love how they have the solid color below the knee. I just think that looks good. That's a good look. But anyway, so let's just check him out. You look at his armor, and again, mostly green camo, little silver highlights. Look like some battle damage, and then of course you see we have. Just trying to see if anything moves or articulates more. You have the little antenna that, as we saw, is removable. Just sticks in there, no big deal. And yeah, the suspenders are molded on there, whatever. Yeah, I believe those are supposed to be suspenders. Don't see any holsters or any way to strap the blasters onto them. Maybe a backpack type of thing. But anyway, okay, so since we're holding him and he's right here in front of the camera, let's run through the articulation real quick and see what this guy does. And okay, so not a lot of head movement, or almost none. And he does turn side to side, but it's just very stiff. Then going up to his shoulder movements, you can see the up and down isn't a lot because his shoulder pad is hitting the chest armor. And then you have a rotation at the shoulder. You should have a rotation up here at the upper arm. You have, oops, this antenna keeps popping out on me. We're going to leave it out for now. You have, whoa, okay, so they have double articulation at the elbow. That's pretty cool. And then rotation at the wrist and forward and backwards movement. Then going down to his body here, okay, we have... Okay, he feels like it's on a ball joint. You have like a rotation and you can hear it click a little bit. It's not real distinctive, and then you have a little bit of back and forth. Then going down to his legs here, you should have a backwards motion, a little bit of forward motion, not a huge range. And again, that's due to the armor plate hitting. And then you should have a rotation at the upper leg, and you do. They hid the point of articulation at the where the armor is. And then you should have a knee bend. You should have a rotation at the ankle as well. All right, very nice. And there we go. So let's again. I just want to put this antenna in. You need to stay in there, buddy. So all right. So we're gonna put him to the side second. Well, and take a quick look at the accessories. And I was kind of wondering if these did anything. Maybe they attached to his belt or something like that, but I do not see anything like that. But you have the binoculars and the 2 blaster rifles. And we did look at them real quick. I'll give you another look at these. It's pretty standard issue clones stuff, you know. They're like a light gray color. There's no highlights on them or anything like that I'm noticing. Okay, so let's see how he interacts with these things. And before we do that, let's just take a quick, should have done this a second ago, quick look at his hand sculpt. And you can see on his right hand, you have the trigger finger out. And then on the left hand, you have kind of like the open fist, kind of standard thing for action figure. But let's see how he interacts with the big one first. And kind of a big handle. It's not one to... There we go. All right. Kind of... handle seems a little big for his hand, but it went in there. And as you can see, you get the trigger finger line up there. Oh, yeah, and his actually goes all the way through, so that's... Try and get it in the light there. But you can see you get the finger goes all the way through the trigger. Very nice. Got a good grip on it, as you saw. Let's go ahead and swap it out here and see, will it interact with both hands? Not really. Yeah, to get that in there, you're going to have to spread his fingers open a little bit. But yeah, he does hold it. It's going in there. And got a good grip on it. That's what we want to see. Let's run through his little blaster here and see how that... It almost looks like the... Yeah, the handles are almost identical. So, all right. But as you can see, we get the trigger finger lining up, looking good. That's what I like to see on my troopers. Or anyone carrying a blaster. But again, he's got a really good grip on it. Well made. That's what we want to see. And then, yeah, it really feels like I'm kind of stretching the fingers on this other hand. And I think a lot of what they intended for to happen is when he's like holding the larger blaster that you can grab under the barrel, and looks like he's holding it with 2 hands. And then just to be thorough, I want to see, make sure he holds these binocs in his hand. Yeah, there you go. Can we get it up to the eyes? Yeah, looks good. Oh. Not perfectly lining up, but it looks pretty good. Holding the binocs. Ready to go. So, and then, yeah, I'm willing to bet he probably holds it a little better in this hand. Probably gets yeah, that feels better. Oh, almost getting it up to his hand there. There we go. Just gotta give it a little wrist rotation. Yeah, he almost like perfectly lines up with his helmet there. So very cool. All right, and yeah, and again, I got this antenna keeps popping out on me. But what I wanted to kind of see was, can you get the 2-handed grip on the rifle? Yeah. All right. Very cool. Oh, and then I just popped it out of the other hand. So, just wanted to get a nice pose of him holding it with 2 hands. And he just don't want to do it for me. All right. Well, not this time. Maybe we'll get him to pose for the thumbnail for it, but let's just maybe I just have to kind of All right, that's what I was going for. Sorry, I'm taking so long to fiddle with it. I wanted to see how he looks holding it with two hands, a more natural kind of look to the way you would hold a large blaster with two hands. But not perfect, but I think it looks pretty good. So, all right. And then this is the last little thing I like to try with every figure. It's important to me. I always like to check and make sure, can these figures, especially if they have their larger accessories on them, can they stand on their own? And yes, he does. You don't have to buy a special stand for him or anything like that. But alright, there he is, everyone. Clone Commander Gree from the Black Series. And thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the videos. And we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.